Alrighty, I should be live right about now. Um, one moment, and boop, boop, bap, boopity, bap. Yep. Okay. All right. So it's Dungeonmans time, and let me actually maximize the game. Can I get it in full screen? That might be a little bit better. Full screen on. Full fullness. Does that even do anything? Let's exit. Let's restart the game. Maybe that'll make it full screen. So I think the stream is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. So yeah, it's Just for the Guide. It's time to play some Dungeonmans. There it is, full screen. I just needed to restart. If you haven't heard of the game before, well, you're gonna learn about it now. It's a old game, 10 years old to be in fact. And today, I guess, is the 10th anniversary. Today. December 1st. Sorry, December 1st was the 10th anniversary. But anyways, I really enjoy the game a lot. I think it's a really fun game. And I think this 10th anniversary update is a good reason to revisit it. And I did buy a DLC called Pay to Lose. And it basically makes difficulty modifiers. You'll see it in a second. Hard world. But you're going to see it pretty quickly, what Pay to Lose is. But yeah. The 10th anniversary adds, like, the 10th anniversary update. It just runs for a month, and they just make it so that coins drop from mobs, and they just give you more loot. It's from what I can tell, right? And so it's just kind of an excuse to come back and play the game. So, yeah. There's some, exposition. Is that what it is? Or an introduction, I guess. I don't know if it's exposition or whatever, but... you can read that if you want. You can go back and read it if you want. I don't care. I'm not reading it. I think it's the same every time. We're not. I haven't read it in a long time. It's been a while since I played the game, and by a while I mean like maybe a couple years or something. We used to hang out in the Discord a little bit, but the developer was like weird. Like everyone was swearing and shit, but whenever I would swear, he'd be like, "Oh, calm down." I'm like, "Okay," and so I kind of just left because I don't like when it feels like I'm being unfairly treated. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I don't understand. Sometimes people be weird about that, but whatever. Also, I guess I should mention on the launch screen, it had the Caves of Quad 1.0 release is out, and I guess I should make a small comment that I think that Caves of Quad is a really fun game, but I didn't see. I did a brief look. I didn't see any comments about like the crashing issues. So the problem with Caves of Quad is in the actual end game. If you're playing like a really min-max build or like a super like kind of OP like loopy type build or whatever, the game just kind of can't handle all of the stuff that goes on. Especially when you get into like the spoiler alert. I would just kind of skip past this spoiler. You've been warned. But when it gets into like the kind of staticky area. Things just kind of crash super hard because all the effects got crazy because there's like doppelgangers and shit, and I don't know, there's just a lot of shit going on. I don't know, I might have the video still, I might not on my channel, but I remember I posted a comment about it, and then basically I got told by Alpha Beard that it's my fucking system that sucks. And then like I got a 4090 and 3900K, but my system shit, and 128 gigabytes of RAM. But now he acknowledged one thing was an issue, and I don't think it ever got fixed, so it's like, and then of course everybody else, all the fucking white knights came and called me a villain because I fucking pointed out that the game was shit. So that's kind of my thoughts. Like, I mean, it's a fun game, but I don't know, if they didn't fix the optimization issues, then it's kind of like anyone that plays the game is kind of getting ripped off. Unless they're playing like a really fucking, I don't know, I don't feel like a lot of people get really far in Caves of Flood. In the first place, it's probably like 5% of players even have a chance of beating the game or some shit. I don't. It besides it being hard, it takes a long time as well. So I don't know. But anyways, that's enough Caves of Quad. Dungeonmans. I only just wanted to mention that because it had the 1.0 launch at the start. I guess the developers are probably friends or some shit. I don't know. Whatever. So what's my candidate's name? I'm just gonna call it Guide. We're going to do a range build, so I'm just going to pick the one with the highest skill. It doesn't really matter which one we pick there, so I'm just going to pick skill. I'm not going to like explain the game a lot. It's not, I mean, I'm explaining as I go a little bit if you're not familiar, but there's good help for this game, and you'll see more of the help as time goes on. So I'm going to try and play like the most overpowered build. In the Discord, people like to roleplay and shit and like be like, oh, I'm going to play a build that can only walk backwards and shit and do like all these weird roleplay things. Look, and I get some people like that, like in Skyrim. There's a YouTuber that just did a video where he's playing like as a chef or some shit, but I feel like that shit is kind of like dumb. That's just me, and maybe I'm just I take things a little too serious. I'm just too competitive in nature. So whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the fucking hard way, and I'm gonna make things harder, and I'm gonna also pick the best build to tackle the hard content. That's my opinion. So there's a lot of perks here. You get Southern Born. I'm just gonna kind of go over them a little bit, and then kind of explain what I'm gonna pick and the rationale a little bit. So Southern Born is pretty good because you get the 5% more health and the 100% stun resistance. Obviously, 5% health is, well, maybe not obviously, but 5% health is not a lot. I think it's probably pretty obvious because in any game, 5% health is not a lot. But the stun resistance is probably pretty good. I don't really fucking know. I'm playing a range build, so my goal is to not get stunned in the first place, because if you get stunned, you're gonna die. If you take damage, I take is what would trigger the stun. So taking damage generally gets you killed, and so it causes bad stuff to happen. So yeah, we're gonna try to not get stunned. Book burner is basically useless in my opinion. It's just, it's kind of like a difficulty modifier, I guess, because you can eat the books for health and an EXP boost, which probably decent effects. I don't even know how good they are, but the fact that you can't read books is kind of a huge demerit. In my opinion, I guess it doesn't really matter if you have an academy that's like super late game. This is like kind of going into the future mechanics a little bit. If you have like a late game academy, I think you can like pick up the skill trees of like characters and shit. It's been a while since I've played and done that, but like you can technically like get every freaking skill for your character unlocked through that without like using books. I think something like that, but I still think the opportunity cost of picking this over anything else makes it not worth it. I mean, eating books for health and the EXP boost is not worth it. You could just use health potions and then not pick this and get something else. So, I mean, Southern Born would just outright be better because max health is better than using a book over a potion or some shit. So, I don't know. I think that's just maybe a difficulty. I don't know. It's not even like a difficulty thing. It's just kind of very, like, it's good and bad, but more bad. So, it's like not like horrible, but I don't know. It's just weird. Find more coin and loot and breakable world items. Obviously, it would be good to get more coins and loot in general, but I just don't think it's strong enough, right? So I put that, I don't know, I guess if I was to rate them on like a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being like tier 1 the best, like this is probably tier 2, this is probably tier 4, this is probably tier 2. Defiant, deal more damage when you're gravely injured. I put at tier 3 because it's strictly good, but it's not like really good, right? It's not like useful in any way. It's probably I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think it's like, I don't think it's worth it. Pneumatized is really good. I would think in the base game. It used to be anyway. Because yeah, 15% more damage sucks, but I don't know. I remember using this in the past, so I think this one's like probably tier 2. Maybe pushing tier 1, maybe like tier 1.5 ish. I think the 15% more damage thing was really fucking painful, but it's really interesting because I'm about to play with 100% more damage taken. So I just kind of looked at this and I'm like, maybe this is just tier 1 now. Yeah, I don't know. When I this is probably just like tier 1 competitive pick. Electrolyze stamina recovery is faster and more potent, and you get more mana over time, right? Electrolyze is really strong. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. Tier 2 though. I just think there's better options. All weather is just tier 3. I'm not even gonna read it. This one is tier 4. I think the minus AP gain actually is like a super fucking bad thing. Speed is usually one of the most overpowered, like, and necessary. Like it's like one of the best stats in games. If you're faster than your enemies, just action economy in games is just so important, right? So if you're doing, more actions than your enemies, then you're gonna do better, like generally like, a lot better. And if you have fewer actions, then it's really bad. And especially when you lose basically 20% of your ability to move, is pretty busted. I mean, you can kind of plan around it, I guess. I don't know. I think that's probably tier 5. Immune to bleeding damage is good. Don't get me wrong, but that's not worth 20 AP. Mono perk is just tier 3. It's just tier 3 because it just doesn't give you anything good or bad. World Champion is tier 0, in my opinion. This one is just actually one I'm going to pick. It's just too good. The champion spawns are just amazing. It's just the best, right? It's just the best. Probably it is really close. And Mad Thirsty is the other one that's like tier 0. These are the two I'm picking, by the way. I mean, they're just too fucking good, right? World Champions gives you more champions, which means more loot, proofs of strengths, which can you use to raise your stats. It kind of bypasses some of the base mechanics of the games in terms of farming for strength when you have World Champions. So it's just very, very strong mechanically overall. And then Mad Thirsty gives you a potion. The first potion you drink in a round does not cost you an action, and I mean that's just fucking insane. You get a free potion every turn. Stamina modifiers are 20% more expensive, yes, but you can literally just get potions to restore stamina and mana, and so it doesn't matter. Oh, I guess I wanted to show the other ones, Tireless, and Tireless is tier 1. That one makes it so that strain on abilities, which I'll explain a little bit. It only lasts for 2 turns instead of 5, and I don't even remember what the last one was. So, oh well. So this is the Pay to Lose DLC, and you can just randomize the brutality. And I'm just hitting the randomize button. It looks like the Pay to Lose server is off, so you can't like get codes or save them or import codes or anything. So that's all gone. That doesn't work anymore. Kind of sad. I never really got a chance to experience it, but whatever. The weekly challenge does appear to work though. I don't know what is going on with that, but I guess there's some server that works for that. But yeah, so basically when you randomize, it changes a bunch of modifiers. You can see the summary. The brutality is, it's just an estimate for how hard things would be. Winning with this score would be almost admirable. Yeah, that's very interesting. You're in over your head, but you need that anyway, and you can re-roll it. This is a hopeless. Make it as far as you can before you bleed out. And you can go very high on some of this. Like, if I roll it a bit, it's actually, it'll pop up eventually. Just gonna randomize it. I can customize myself, but there you go. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 million. You can get up to over hundreds of millions in the brutality. I guess I'm not getting lucky. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, that's not it. It's kind of hard to tell when you have 9 numbers versus 8 numbers. But I guess this is gonna just be a trust me bro moment in a moment. That's not quite. One sec. I just want to demonstrate. I can set it myself, but before I set it, I just want to demonstrate the randomize on it. It didn't take. So I did a little bit of like pre-testing before I made this video, just to like make sure the game was still working and functional on my machine and all that. But I didn't like do too much. So, but I did like do some rerolls here, and I did see it go up pretty high. There we go. That's definitely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 200 million. Yeah, all right. Whatever. Numbers are meaningless. Math is hard. So basically, when you have a brutality of 200 million, it's like you're fucking just gonna die. So yeah, and I like the little description. It's kind of cute. So you have the character creation screen in 5 minutes, champ. These are actually very accurate descriptions. You're probably not going to kill a single monster with this. So can I reset it? I can't reset it. So I'll just show the stuff, and then let me get it low. Yeah, I'll just disable everything as we go. So you can definitely change base stats of monsters. For this game session, I'm going to make it so that all monsters have 100% more health and that they deal 100% more damage. These are actually very insanely hard difficulty modifiers. It probably looks very trivial, like, oh, he's just setting it to 100% because, yeah, the slather goes up to 500%, but I'm telling you, this shit is fucking crazy hard, I hope, anyway, at 100% more health and 100% more damage. It's literally double health and double damage, so it's going to be pretty crazy. I'm going to also give them a 1% of max health regeneration each round. Why am I doing that? I am fucking stupid is why I'm doing it. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. Let me see. I'm going to move my head over a little bit. I'll probably move my head again a little bit in a sec. I'm not going to enable any of this shit because it's already going to be pretty difficult, I imagine. I did try and play with some of these on a little bit, but they're pretty fucking Like, these are pretty insane, a lot of them. I don't want it to be unbeatable, and I don't want it to just be unfun. I just want to kind of make it a little bit harder, right? Or well, a lot harder. So we'll see. I don't know how this is going to work out in terms of difficulty, but this is like I didn't play this really. I played in the very first like dungeon, like the first 2 floors or something, which is literally not even like 1% of the game. So I have no idea how hard this is going to be in the mid to late game. It might literally be impossible, but we'll see. We're not going to play with any champion, ancient king, warlord, boss, modifiers. It's good. It's just enough to have, you know, these are going to apply to everything. I think putting anything else on top of these is just a little bit overkill. So that's, you know, I'm not going to mess with the loot or the consumables or the inventory. And the reason why is just, these are just annoyances, really. I don't think they actually, I mean, they make the game harder, don't get me wrong, but I think it maybe makes it just slower rather than harder more than anything. So item breakage, again, just kind of annoying, right? The wound system is interesting. I thought about the wounds, but I'm not gonna mess with that, or hunger item breakage. I think that the just double damage kind of covers that enough. Rather than having like a wound, I'd rather just have you know, just the more damage, right? I think it's fine. I think when you start stacking things together, that's when things are going to get a lot more ridiculous than they might seem. And I can't really predict how hard they are. If I beat the game pretty easy, like if I get really far with like these on, with these modifiers, then maybe I play again with things a little bit harder. But I think this is kind of a good start. So this would be good. I'm also going to put the all monsters have an undispellable haste effect. I know I kind of stopped explaining things too, but you can kind of just see, if you're not familiar with pay to lose, you can just kind of basically give yourself less loot, make it so your items break, hunger, wounds, dungeons, basically less information. You see like less information, so you can reduce your EXP, your health, recovery. You can nerf a lot of stuff. The WoW is just literally WoW. There's a lot of just random things that you can just nerf, but I'm not trying to make the game like impossible. It's really easy to go to impossible. Also, the brutality is fucking super high because it's 3,400 with just these, but as soon as you add on this haste, you get literally 5 million. So so I'm guessing that this undispellable haste effect is really strong. I only went through like 1-2 floors when I did try this configuration, and it didn't seem like that big of a deal, but I'm guessing that I'm gonna find out that this is pretty insane. Kind of like I was talking about action economy a little bit earlier. If monsters are faster than me, things are gonna be a lot harder, especially when they have twice as much health and deal twice as much damage. I don't know if this is possible to beat, but we're gonna go ahead and give it all a shot, right? That's the point. So, I guess the thing to really mention is the reason I'm adding this is because the base game is way too fucking easy without pay to lose. So you kind of need to make it harder. I don't really have an idea for what reasonable hardness is. I guess I could do the weekly challenge, but I'm not gonna do the weekly challenge. I'm just gonna do this. I think this is more than enough of a buff to all the creatures. So it says ridiculous, good luck. Yeah. It's 5 million brutality. It says so see me in a character creation screen in 5 minutes. So we'll see if this is really impossible or not. We're gonna go for it, right? So, and that was me talking for literally 18 minutes. We are finally into the game after 18 minutes. I meant to go discuss the quest with them. I guess it doesn't really matter, but whatever. So we have the 10th anniversary statue. We have no coins, but we're going to try and get some coins and go from there. One thing about Dungeonmans to kind of mention is if you die, you can keep your academy. Why is it not let me exit? Okay. So if you die, you keep your academy, but you lose your character. So there's a little bit of a like progression system to the game. So, wow, those ads on the TV are so loud when they hit. My wife is out there watching TV, and it's not that bad until she until an ad comes on. It's not loud. So, anyways, though, yeah, I don't know what the hell I was talking about because I got distracted by that. But anyways, we're in the dungeon. So Dungeonmans gameplay is turn-based RPG. You kind of click to go where you want to go, or you can use your numpad if you want. It is an interesting game because, well, I was gonna say it's interesting because in the base game normally, so this is a champion right here because it's got that border. In the base game, normally, a lot of these creatures you can just kill pretty easily. They have double health, so they're twice as tanky. It's still pretty easy to kill in the early game, but it's going to be, increasingly more difficult to kill higher level monsters with the double health, because monsters get really strong in this game, if my memory serves me right. But yeah, that champion monster only appeared because I have world champions. Normally, I believe it's the case that you can't have champions even spawn in this area. Oh, okay, I think I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say, so normally in, this game, if you're playing it like standard without pay-to-lose modifiers on, you would not even probably realize the fact that, or you wouldn't really care. I guess you might realize, but you wouldn't care. Monsters respawn in dungeons. So that's something that, honestly, I didn't really even know until recently because, when I did my little test. So I realized, I was like, oh, monsters respawn in dungeons. So that means you get, infinite farming in these dungeons. I don't know if World Champion's going to make it so that champion monsters can respawn, but we're going to find out. Definitely going to test it. So that'll be interesting. A few things to note. So yeah, I'm moving because it's turn-based like this. You can attack because I'm a bow character. I've got a bow, so I attack with range. Range is generally pretty overpowered in games. Monsters have counters like gap closers and things like that. But yeah, Ranger Man, which I picked when I first made the character, it was in the easy category, and it is justifiably so because you get this amazing stick and move, which is great because it allows you to basically, run away. Not gap close, gap create, I guess would be the term. You can run away from monsters, right? So you can kite effectively, really easily with it. And so in an open place like this is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if champions are going to respawn, but mobs do respawn. It's not something most people probably would care about in this game under the vanilla difficulty settings, but for me, it actually will probably matter quite a bit in just this early phase. There's still reasons why I don't necessarily want to do this strategy. It probably isn't going to be the best for long. It's probably just better to make new areas. But yeah, I just wanted to see if champion mobs will spawn when these mobs. So you see, it's clear right now, but it's not going to be clear in a sec because mobs respawn. So I just want to see if champions have a chance to spawn. Okay, so there's a mob over there. We can bust these open. Just not going to get a lot of good loot from anything early game. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. So there are a lot of really good potions and scrolls that you can get, and I don't really know what the limit of what is available in an area like this, at different area levels. So this is obviously well, maybe not obvious, but I just can't explain. This is adventurous, and that's relative to my level, which is level 2. So this area is probably level 2, right? Adventurous is just white. That means normal. It'll turn green or gray depending on if it's easier than me, and by how much it'll go to I think mundane trivial. And then there's orange. I forget what the text is for that. And then maybe it just goes to purple. Maybe there's something in between. I can't really remember. So, yeah. I don't think champions are going to respawn, which would be kind of the main incentive for this strategy. So I don't think I'm going to be using this. It's kind of hard to tell, though, because it's not a lot of monsters respawn, per se. And there was only, one champion on this floor, right? So if a champion has a chance of spawning with the respawn mechanism, I feel like its chance to spawn would actually be really low. Oh well, let's keep going down. I think that's kind of inefficient, so I just wanted to test it a little bit and see, and I think it's a little inefficient. So, okay, so this guy right here is going to be a little bit challenging. to fight. I do remember fighting it. I'm on floor 2. Yeah, I remember these popping up on floor 2. It was a little bit difficult. So we had a little question mark thing. I do want to read this. They may crush easily these chattering weaklings. Do not underestimate their champion. So that means there's a champion on this floor somewhere. Probably coming soon. So we did actually manage to kill him without taking any damage, which is great. One thing to note is I'm not sure if the haste effect is in play. I mean, I feel like it has to be, but I don't see like a haste effect on the monsters. So I don't know if it's something that these guys don't get because they're so low level. It's the first level dungeon. I mean, not first level dungeon, like the first dungeon. I don't know like what's going on with that, but whatever. Go ahead and attack. This dude's gonna have not too much health actually. I thought he was gonna have more. I'm gonna go down. You gotta play a little bit tactically. I mean, I don't have to. I feel like things are harder now. So, like with these difficulty buffs to creatures. Oh my god, that did 11 damage. I mean, that double damage is crazy. Their health is so low in the vanilla game in this dungeon, so that like, even though their health is doubled, it doesn't matter. But man, it's gonna. I just feel like that double health is gonna be a really fucking big pain point in the future. It's gonna be very interesting to see how that plays out. Okay, that's a champion. I'm gonna go and do this. I need to get some distance. So the problem with that dude is he heals creatures. And he's a champion, so I don't know if I can even kill him right now. Is the problem. Oh, we got a problem here. I can't deal with this. I don't think I can kill this guy at all. I can kill this one. This one's gonna be a little bit too hard. I'm gonna try. I don't have enough stamina. I might be dead. I'm actually dead. I don't have enough stamina right now. Oh, I dodged. That was lucky. That if I didn't dodge there, I think I was dead for sure. Wow. Yeah, that health and damage are really impactful, actually. I mean, I didn't play that 100% optimally either, because I technically have a mastery right now that I haven't used. I think I'm definitely going to need to use this probably. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get that right now. It's kind of tough to decide what I should get. So I got to remember what these do. Ability, light spare. Launch a spare of light that pins and burns your enemies, deals half damage. Okay, so I'm not using pole arms right now. Pole arms used to be, I remember they could block mobs and then they changed that. I was pissed about that. Not pole arms, these banners. These banners were really good. Yeah. No. This is like a new thing too. He just added an Outdoorsman's, which has boomerangs, I guess. So that's interesting. I don't really think I know I want to get to real armor, but I don't know. Do I want to go? You need level 6 with this. Oh, interesting. Extra action. That seems pretty useful. I remember Battle Forever being good. I did look at one of my old characters. I have an idea of some of the abilities he had, but he really only had like Skirmish Archer, Real Armor, and Dungeon Dervish, like in the banners. Like he didn't. That character, it was too easy. Way too easy. I don't think I had like any master's programs or anything. It's kind of tough. I think I want offensive stuff, so I'm probably gonna go for. Let's go for Spellbreaker Shot, and I'm probably gonna actually need that, so let's just grab it. I don't know if that was the best choice. I know you can get books, and books will give you skills. so I don't know how much it matters that I just picked that. I don't know if there's a book for everything. I can't really recall, but we got strategies for a lot of things. I have a lot of strategies for things. I did some tests to make sure that things are gonna kind of work how I'm hoping, so we'll see. Hope I'm not surrounded here. So this is going to be interesting to see. There were a lot of mobs over there to the left. Including the one that almost killed me. So my goal is going to be to kill this dude first. And then we should hopefully be able to kill this guy pretty easily. I don't know what he's on. But the problem is now there's two of them, so... Okay. So, I don't know why this dude's, like, glitched, but as poor programming, that's helping me. I'll take that. Thank you. So, the smart thing to do right now would actually be to leave the dungeon. Might not seem obvious, but that is actually the optimal play. I don't need to maybe do it right now, but it's kind of hard to say how much I need to do it versus I don't need to do it, so... I'm gonna go ahead and just do it to be safe. I'd rather not lose this character, you know, so I'll just play safe, right? So you can talk to the headmaster, you can get some options here. If you're overflowing with loot, you can get it to identify all your loot. And so that's why I haven't been looking at my loot, because in the game, I guess I could have showed, but loot is normally unidentified, so you kind of can't tell what any of it does. But now I know what it does. So we can put on these cool blandles. We have some proofs of strength here. We can use those with the coins. We have got ourselves some potions. Oh, you can get the champion potion here. So this is like one of the best potions. It's a tier 1 potion, but it's literally like super good. Because it just gives you a 30% hit bonus, 2 to each set, and minus 20% damage taken. Yeah, I think it also gives you some other stuff like healing over time and a few other things that maybe aren't listed there, but it's hard to say. I have no armor, so I'll put that on. That doesn't give me anything there. I think that's cool. Let's go here. Let's use these coins. Coins didn't give me much this time. My last character, they gave me a lot more. Kind of sad, but whatever. Like, they actually gave me some proofs of strength. And proofs of strength, these things right here. You talk to this dude, and you can trade him in. So, he just says some random shit here about how you need to get those proofs of strength. And I said I'm going to return atop of Dragon of Thunder, clutching 1,000 skulls. Yeah. So let's talk to him. And, so yes, sir. And sure thing, boss. And, boop. Oh, I need to go to the headmaster, and you gift them here, so. Whoops, I brought some relics back, so he takes them. Boop. And then you don't have any more relics. Oh, you might be able to get some potions now. Nope, not yet. I have to, beat the first boss. So, he's right below me, which is why I keep talking to him. I'm a little bit slow there. So yeah, okay, let's get to spinning. So I have 2 proofs of strength. Woo, 4 points to spin. I'm a ranged character, and skills actually increases your dexterity and finesse, which is your ability to hit, party dodge, and adds damage to ranged attacks. So 15 skill gives me 5% chance to land critical attacks, but I don't really care too much about that. I just want to increase my skills because, well, that's just going to literally increase my damage and all my range, everything. So it is my most important stat. Also, proofs of strength are why it doesn't really matter too much what you pick at the start of the game. You can just raise everything anyway. So I'm going to also get strength because this is going to increase my health. So this is health and stamina. Stamina is also very important. So 42, 45. And then the other ones are not as important. But I'm going to level them up a little bit, obviously later. Not right now, but yeah. So we'll save 42 to 43. Not a lot of health. But it does scale with levels, so the strength is going to matter a lot in the late game. So, yeah, I can't. I mean, I could use that one point, but there's no point. So, alright, let's head back in. The key with that, though, just now in that session, was we did get a little bit of loot, which is going to increase our defenses, and then we also, we have ourselves some gear. So I'm going to go ahead and use this on my Terror Bow. And so now this has Venomous +1. So that's pretty cool. That's hopefully going to be really strong, right? So we'll just use that. no point in just holding on to the scroll and not using it, right? Might as well use it and get some benefits. This is going to be pretty useful, so that's going to help us get away. If there's some fire, we can deal with that. Beast Plea. I might as well just give that a try. I don't know how good that's going to be, but we'll try it. I mean, it's a tier 2 scroll, so I'm hoping it's decent. That's trading boots for something else. Location of all treasure. Don't care about that right now. Yep. Let's go ahead and enchant our rebels. Are they? Might as well, right? Better than just letting that sit there and do nothing. Okay, some block out of it, sure. Not super strong or anything, but we just take our little 1% power boost, right? Scroll of Identify. Probably not going to be using that anytime soon. Good in the late game, though. If we get like a tier 4 item while we're in the middle of the dungeon, we could just use it to avoid having to leave. And then, of course, Scroll of Ignore Laughable Projectiles, which is going to make it so that you can dodge some arrows and other stuff. I feel like this is going to be a really strong scroll. There is an enemy type that shoots an arrow that does bleed, and that damage from that bleed is insane. I wonder if this is going to be the counter to it. I don't know, but we're going to find out. There's also this remove poison. There's got to be like a remove bleed potion too. Constant damage and don't fire damage with melee. Okay, I don't have one yet, but I'm probably going to need a potion of like remove bleed or some shit. There's got to be something like that somewhere, so. Let me see. Is my camera blocking anything? No, it's not. So this works out great. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have another point. I'm going to definitely want... I want all of these. Does this cost a lot of stamina? I wish I kind of showed the stamina cost there, but it doesn't. I remember using this a lot. I think the more important thing is going to be, Drink the Tycoon. I don't know how good Drink the Tycoon is going to be, though, because the extra health is going to make it less practical. I think there's going to be, because I have more health and damage, I have to be a lot more positionally talented. Let's use this. If you right-click, you can go to the nearest downstairs. That was a lot of damage just now. That's going to help a lot. I think I'm doing like maybe double damage right now. Just from that little bit of stat boost, and then also from enchanting my bow. That 1d4 damage has probably just doubled my damage. So 1d4 damage plus 1 damage. Yeah, that's literally a little bit over double damage actually, because that's technically from 1d4, that's a 2d5. No, sorry, 1d5. Okay, that's 1d4 minus 1, so it's technically a 1d5 addition. So 1d4 to 1d5. So that's 1d. It's not 2d5, right? It would be a little bit under. It's like what, 1d9, but not quite, because the average is not. Oh my god, this dude with his charge is a little bit ridiculous. I'm kind of terrified of that dude. Oh my goodness. He does so much damage. Okay, this is not a good position to be in right now. We're already getting into territory where I'm like ready to start farming. Fruits of strength and shit. Holy fuck, this is gonna be wild. I mean, fortunately my damage is pretty good right now, so I'm able to brute force this, which is, I mean, what I need, right? But I gotta play a little careful here, for sure. Let's see. I can press F to see my attack range. I need to use that a little bit more. Kind of worried about the boss. I feel like he's got to be coming up soon. This is where, like, Drink the Storm or some shit would be. What was it? Spellbreaker shot. I need this. Let's grab that. I need this start doing an extra shot. Yeah, this is massive right now, actually. That's a very necessary ability right there. 2 shots is double damage, right? Is it actual, literally? Yeah, it's literally double damage. I mean, if there's multiple targets, right? So it's pretty useful. I have potions now, so I can. Oh my god! Why are there so many freaking enemies? I need to use 4 again. That is a lot of enemies. Jesus Christ. We got some respawns coming. Another thing to be aware of, respawns when Kaji gets surrounded. Put you in a bad position. Alright, we got some stairs up. These are always a nice little safety net in case things get a little out of control. Oh! Shot. This is actually hopefully okay. I'm kind of concerned about this dude one-shot. Oh my god. I have just enough for this. Wait, hold up. I need to actually go over here. Okay. Whew. That was close! I mean, I had potions, but I'm not really using... I'm trying to avoid using the potions, so, right now. But that's pretty sick. That was a pretty good challenge. Let's grab this. Nice. So, pretty solid. Alright. Let's head back out to the surface. So interesting, so this is trivial, and this is that mundane, so that means we can't insta-clear the mundanes yet. Okay. Well, I don't know, this is going to be really difficult. I'm probably going to, so there's a feature in the game you can re-roll worlds. I'm going to take advantage of that. We got a random artifact. It's probably going to be useless, but... Okay, identify all of the crap we got. Let's see. Well, that's just an item, so we'll take that, sure. Exact same thing, not useful at all. Stamina pots, and we have a book. So we'll go ahead and use that book, sure. And then let's get relics. Upgrades our place. And solid. Let's use that again, and then we should be able to get some potions now. Nice. So we did some stuff, and then I have that artifact, which I don't really know. Oh, I don't even have the museum thing yet. Let's see. Okay. I don't have any blueprints or anything. There's rooms that I don't even have yet. Okay, so. Alright. We got a while to go. I think we just go with strength again. Or our skills. Every time I can increase skills, I'm gonna choose skills. Probably. For a while. Once I get to 3 points, I'll raise the 1 point. Like every time I'm 2 points above a different... Yeah, I'm gonna recreate the world. Every time I'm 2 points above a skill, a different skill, I'm gonna just raise the other ones up. So, for now. So I'd like to create an entirely new overworld while keeping the academy data safe. Yep, I'm gonna do that. Absolutely. And the reason why we're gonna do this is because holy fucking shit, we are not gonna be able to kill anything in that mundane dungeon. The mundane dungeon, well, we could probably get through like the first floor, but I'm not trying to die in a mundane dungeon. So I should be able to, in theory, This is kind of like where we start to get into strategy a little bit, because I can come here and I can fight like this floor again. That might be a champion push. I needed that. I don't know why. Actually, I feel like I did a couple playthroughs. I did one without the pay to lose mods, and I did go to like level 5, and then I did one without it. I mean, sorry, then I did one with the pay to lose modifiers, and I only did like 2 floors. And for the pay to lose modifiers, and well, with both versions, I had this little statue drop pretty quickly on both, so I'm actually surprised I had gotten that on my first clear, but oh well. So anyways, one thing to note is that, yeah, so because we refreshed the world, that's the champion. No proof of strength. We can get the champions to respawn. Champions will not drop proofs of strength if you are too strong, which we just saw happen. I'm guessing it's not because this is mundane. I just think that maybe that creature type is a little bit too low level. Maybe it's, I mean, I would assume, right, it's a level 1 creature and a level 3. That's my logic speaking. So, yeah. It is what it is. I can kill everything here, so I'm gonna just go with it. I'm probably gonna get killed because I'm being overconfident. This is a lot of fucking creatures, holy shit, but I think we're okay. If I just leap up here, I'll just go up the steps. There is a difficulty modifier you can set so that you can't go up steps when there's enemies nearby, but I think all that's going to do is make it so that whenever there's enemies and the situation looks too difficult to handle, I'm just going to literally go back up the steps immediately and then, you know, just re-roll the world or something. Because you can always re-roll the world whenever you want, so it's like, there's no incentive to like tackle challenging content that's too hard. Like if something's too hard, you can always just leave. Kind of, right? But I guess that's kind of, you have to have like game sense and foresight to do that. I just think it's kind of would be a little bit more annoying, but I don't know. It does give an opportunity to overestimate your ability a little bit. So maybe it actually would be a valuable difficulty modifier, but I don't know. I think I added enough difficulty. I'm already kind of struggling to get through like fucking first dungeon the second time at level 3. And this is supposed to be Monday, so I think this is probably pretty hard. Once we get to like harder mobs, we're gonna really be fucking struggling. These aren't even like challenging mobs, so it's gonna be very fucking interesting a little bit. Which is probably pretty strong, but I'm just sticking with the bow because that's what I'm familiar with. So this is adventurous, so I'm hoping that this guy is going to give me pretty strong. Excellent. And he gives a lot of experience, which is fantastic. Combat log is Control L, I think. No. C. It's okay. It is Control L. I typed Control L and it didn't do anything. It moved me. Oh, 25 experience. It is there. Okay. 25 experience. Really? Okay. So, yeah. So this is Monday now, so I probably can't get any more, oh, I did get a champion potion. It's Monday now, so I probably can't get any more, ooh, a book. Any more proofs of strengths from the champions here, I would guess. But it is what it is. There's another floor down, so we should be okay. go down. This place will probably be adventurous on this floor again. Yep. So, fine. Do this immediately. Should be okay as long as I kill this dude. Before he can get in a line and charge me. That charge was doing like 20 damage. Which was pretty fucking crazy. These guys can't get to me. I guess my main concern with my current location is there aren't enough walls to really like block the charging dude when he appears. That purloin, this purloin inventory. Those will be useful. I did level up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get real armor. Get that started. So real armor is going to be useful because you can put that on, and when you have real armor on, it 30% less physical damage is pretty huge, and then you can shake off bleeding and poison. And then getting hit with physical attacks restores stamina, and killing blows restore health. It's really fucking good. I don't remember how long it lasts, but I do remember it being a pretty powerful buff. I mean, 30% physical damage reductions, pretty massive. When real armor also just gives you physical, like higher armor, so higher physical damage reduction in the first place. I don't really like this tunnel, to be honest. Yeah, we're definitely running back here. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go try and find ourselves like some stairs or something. I need to get those stalactites. And the reason why is because those things let me attack around them without them being able to charge me. Which is going to be pretty significant here, I feel like. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh my god, this thing is not going to die on it, is it? Okay, he did the charge, but over that way, right? So what we do here is we go here like that. Here we go. We got the crit, which is pretty good. He's got a mount poison on him, so that was pretty decent. Yeah. Solid. Nice. Well executed kill using the surroundings for defense. So just kind of played that perfectly, I feel like. I'm gonna have to do that every time I want to beat that dude. I might do this area again because it's considered adventurous still, which means I could technically get my piece of strength here. And I can get another level probably. I need to hit level 5. So I stopped on my last character after hitting level 5 because that's when my strategy really kicks in. So, I don't know how good my strategy is going to be, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I'm gonna try the strat. This might still be too difficult, but do what we can. How much experience does he get? 14. That's actually really good experience. 14? 6? It's not bad experience, it's just you need a lot, and so that's why you kind of get incentivized to go to the harder areas. So you start getting like 40 experience to kill them. This is gonna take forever if I stay in this area. At the same time, these creatures are very manageable. Okay. Well, no proofs of strength. Where are the items? Got a lot of items there this time. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's a sword upgrade. It's pretty solid. Bark skin, that's gonna be pretty useful. Liquid bandage, there's the bleed one. Yeah, we're gonna need those probably, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Here's a book, couple books. Oh, real armor, that's gonna be pretty massive. Like that. And then beast sound, short on that. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the gear. Let's go ahead and exit out. Get rid of the new. Let's see. The Cole Blandos. Wait, what? Oh, Blandos. Okay. This is real armor. Less dodge, more armor. I guess we can switch. Sure. I want the real armor so I can get the real armor bonuses. 10 Silk Curious. Yeah, 10 armor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Poison resist, sure. Alright, let's see what we got for swords. Bows. So this is a short bow, which is a little bit better quality. Is that what I have? I have a terra bow. So what? Oh, the short bow is at the top. So instead of 1d5 minus 1, this is 1d6 plus 1. That's really good. So it's going to give me even more damage. My current bow is 0 stars. This is at least 1 star. So that's going to be a little bit more damage. I'll take it. Solid. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the one-handed weapons. Did we get anything good for us? Our back? Or, no, we didn't. I was thinking for our second hand. We can't actually dual wield yet either, so I guess that doesn't matter yet. Alright. Let's give them the relics. Probably should have read some stuff, but whatever. Just gonna put those in there. Just unlocking rooms, I'm guessing. So we probably got at that place. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay, then. And then I guess this? Was this all in there? I know what that is for, but whatever. Do I have any more relics now? Okay. Get some more potions. Academy Revitalizing Punch. Pretty strong potion. Very useful, I think. I hope. Alright. Okay, this is good. Let's get skills up to 2 like that, and I guess we just start doing the other ones. We're gonna get science up and just get our stats up. 56 on the health is pretty solid. I want to see, can I do this? Yeah, I can. So you can do this, and you get loot from dungeons instantly when you're in trivial areas. So I can already do it, which is pretty nice. But if I get one more level, I believe it's going to give me a lot more options. Like, I'll just be able to do more before I have to reset the world. But there's actually a lot already without me having to even do anything, so it's pretty decent. I can probably go there and I'm gonna give it a shot. Not idea how hard it is, but just look and see. It's crazy that you get all these areas that spawn, and it's like they're all like for level 1 areas. So it's like you can't realistically like clear all of those places without hitting like level 4. Probably be level 6 by the time you do them if you like try to do them legit. I don't know. So let's see, is this still tricky? It's a lot more places than I spotted. It's like 6, 7 dungeons, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. That's pretty good. Might even be able to get a 7th one if we go south. No, it's Monday now. Okay. It's just trivial, so let's see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually beat this, and even though, you know, it's trivial. I feel like it's going to be challenging. I'm going to try and just, you know, beat it. Damn, I do 8 damage, like, oh. So much. Let's go and rest. I think if I press 5, yeah, if I hold 5 on my numpad, it's enough for me to, I want to just be careful because that damage can really stack up. 10 damage is a lot. I want to see what a bomb does to me. 6 a turn. Okay. Oh my god, this dude has so much health, it's not even funny. Holy shit. That is a lot of fucking health. We might be able to maneuver around a little bit with these barricades, like I did, for some good infinite-ish kiting. I need more potions, and I'll definitely be like infinite. Also, this place is trivial, so I would get a proof of strength. So technically, I don't need to do this. I guess I kind of forgot about that. I was thinking because it's trivial, I can definitely beat it, but I wasn't thinking about the fact that that would also mean that I don't get a proof of strength. Strain. I don't think I ever did explain strain. So yeah, strain is when you use an ability, it costs a certain amount, which is 10 right now, and then once you use it as strain for 5 turns, and then it goes from 10 to 21, and then you can strain multiple times. I don't have a lot of stamina right now. I'm at 9, so I can just demonstrate. We do multiple strains. I need 32 now. Ugh, it's expensive. So this has an ice effect. That's pretty sick. Sometimes freezes enemies in place. Ha! Yeah, well, not right now. Lesser beasts and things. Alright, well, in any case, so I guess maybe if I do this one, I might be able to get a proof of strength here. It's going to be the same layout. It's just, they're going to be a little bit higher level, I guess. Who? Wait around a little bit. Oh my god, I didn't want this dude to come out yet. Why are you coming out? You need to go up. I might be able to do the same like little maneuvering thing I did last time though. He doesn't have like a dash or anything, so I'll just do this. Probably repeatedly. Yeah, that's pretty good strat for that. Okay, yeah. So we get loot. That's good. was pretty good. I could do that a few times. I could farm that. Let's see what we got. Item-wise, I got a +2, I see. Which is always interesting. This is going to be useful. Reduce stamina costs. Actually did not get really anything that I can use, really. So, artifact. Oh yes, for future graduates. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and disenchant my gear. Down. Upgrade our starting gear in case we die. And that's pretty solid. Not trying to die, but you know, if I do. Hey. Oh, I had some more fruits of strength. I think we can get, what, Falm up now? Science. Let's start getting that up. I want to get it to 16. Do I need a new world? I think I need a new world, yeah. Let's go. So yeah. Whew. Alright. This is going to be very challenging. I can already tell. It's going to be extremely challenging. A lot more than I thought, probably. But we'll get through. We'll get through it. Right. So, 31 damage. I'm going to go just straight down. And focus entirely on getting the boss. I want to see if this boss is going to give me a proof of shrimp still. Wow. 4-3. Yeah. Pulling through. Armor's also really helpful right now. It feels like. I want to see how much damage the boss does if he charges into me. Actually, this time. I have a lot of armor, so. Does it say? 35 armor. It actually might not do any damage to me. It was doing 25 damage, I believe, before. And my armor was not that high. It was probably only like. I don't know what it was. I can check, maybe. No, I disenchanted everything. Damn. I feel like it must have been pretty low, though. I feel like he's got to be over here, coming up. No? Interesting. It's all the way to the left, then. Remove poison. Sure. It's an unknown scroll. So he's got the same layout as before here, right now. Okay, I can probably kill him right now with this next shot, but I want to, fuck. I might kill him. I really wanted to see how much damage he does. So let's see, I'm at 3 potions. I want to see if I can get some more. Yep, 4. So we can get champion potions. I definitely want like 10 champion potions before I even like, consider going into the gameplays. Probably those scrolls of teleport too are going to be pretty mandatory. That one's not as mandatory. That's probably going to be a huge upgrade. I'm going to put that on, but I can't use it yet. Need to identify it because it could be cursed. Let me see. We probably are going to want Pin to Win. Science improves that. Alright, I gotta mute because my wife is going to bed, so that's it. I'm gonna vanish. But I'm not gonna play too much longer anyway. I'm going to bed soon, so. Oh my fucking god. That dude annihilated me on one shot. Jesus Christ, man. Bro. My man one shot me. I mean, fair enough. But goddamn, 100%, 5% of my max health. Jesus Christ. I mean, I saw he said he was way behind me potentially, but goddamn, one blink or fast movement. Oh my god, he annihilated me. Okay. Let's try again. World champion. Thirsty. Fuck me. Yep. I'm sad. I didn't expect to get shit on like that. Jesus Christ. Okay, well. Okay. Let's get to it, I guess. Hey. Oh man, one shot me so hard. I thought I had a chance. I wasn't expecting to get one shot. I mean, I didn't have any fire resist, so I mean, that's totally fair on me. I had a scroll fire resist, I think, even. God damn. I did not expect to get owned so hard. Oof. I gotta start over. I have no gear, right? I get a +1 on it. +1 start. Damn. Deaths are painful. They're painful. I gotta get all the scrolls and potions. So the reason I went down there is because I just wanted to hit level 5. Yeah. Just so I could loot more dungeons a little bit. Yeah, but damn. 58 damage? The mobs weren't even doing any damage to me anymore, so I thought I was just like in the clear basically. But yep. Complacency, man. Can't complacent. It's 100% bonus damage. I should bring the death counter back too, actually. Let's go ahead and put the death counter up on this. We could just say 0. Put the painful deaths at 1. I thought my wife was coming to bed. I guess it was wrong. I only need 425 to level up. So easy to level up early. I was thinking of a strategy that I could potentially use to actually make the game a lot easier. But it feels wrong to use. So I'm not going to use it, and I'll just explain it rather than like withholding it. But there's a pay to lose modifier that makes it so you get less experience. And so you could technically pay to lose and set your experience to like 100% less, right? And then technically, because you don't level up, you should be able to farm champions forever, right? And you'll get the proofs of strength. And you could technically like scale to like ridiculous levels of power. Like pretty easily, I feel like. Like it's probably just in terms of like an efficiency thing, right? So imagine you have like a +4 to all your starter gear or something. You know what it is? I know what the problem is. I keep picking Ranger Men's. I shouldn't pick Ranger Men's. That's what I'm doing wrong. I know I just completely changed topics entirely. I know what I need to do. I need to not pick Rangers Men's. And the reason why is because you get these. These aren't bad. I think I just want that. I think I can go without the one-handed for a little bit. I don't want to use medium armor. So it's like I don't even want that. Yeah, that, I mean, that would be at least one more point, right? So I think that's 2 points that I would have. And I could put those 2 points. I could go real armor start. I want to save points. I do want to get reading the sky and treasure hunter pretty quick too. I think I can do books for those. I guess, but if I'm planning on using books, if I'm doing like a book strat, then I don't know. It doesn't really matter what I pick at the start too much. I'm gonna go down floor 2. I'm gonna go up from floor 2. I guess that's the situation, so you can't go upstairs if there's enemies nearby. That's a situation where you would just get fucked, I guess. So, it would definitely be the case that I would not even go to floor 2 until after I've farmed floor 1 for a long time. I feel super confident with my abilities. If I made it so I couldn't go up one of the stairs. I really wish I had that AoE thing right now. The multi-target. I am poisoned. Normally not an issue. Definitely an issue for me right now. Let's do this. Rest. Where is the mob at? To my left. Oh, no, I'm full. But there it is, to my left. I want all this loot, and then I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna get, I want to get my next level, and then we'll, go up, get our stuff identified, and then go from there. Bro is pinky as just want to make sure I got like any possible champions. I think it's just one champion per floor right now. I might get more champions in the future with world champions, but I don't know. Let's grab these bows. Alright. Grab that. Let's go up. Here's upstairs. Here's upstairs. Let's see. Yeah, it's 5-3. That's not that bad actually. 8 armor, but 8 versus like 32 is totally different. 9, 2. Pretty big upgrade. So pretty big upgrade. 1 damage. Still pretty weak, but. Just go ahead and get up to 18 there. Alright, let's head down and I'm gonna wrap this up and then I'll end the stream here on that point. What? My stream bitrate is too low. It's new. Bro. Okay. I don't know why my bitrate is so low, but I'm gonna pump it up after the stream is over, I guess. And audio. Wow. I definitely am not fighting this dude right here, but I do want to kill that guy and then leave. So if there was that item detonation thing, we would definitely be kind of fucked. There's a pay to lose mod settings for item detonation. I was over there. That is 18 damage. Ugh. That hurts. I don't have real armor. Can I get it? I'm gonna get real armor right now. Yeah, let's get that. Okay. Grab that as well. Yeah. I'm gonna switch now to that. I don't have any real armor for my chest yet, which is the real limitation right now on this. It's a little annoying, but okay. Wow. He definitely charged me, but the real armor reduced the damage very dramatic. Very dramatic. Let's go ahead and rest. I know he's down here waiting for me. Okay, it only did 12 damage though. Not bad. Yep. Decent. Good stamina utilization there. So I do that. Start spamming. Got everything off quickly, easily. Before we get killed. Alright. Yeah, real armor is just too good. The armor is insane. So can't beat it. I got this last little bit of loot from out of here, and then if we just roll, and yeah, we'll We'll go farm that. We'll farm a level 5 here on this character. But that's gonna be for tomorrow. I wonder if I can get this. Huh. Oh no, it's mundane. Damn. It might make sense for me to go fight mundane, honestly. But whatever. I'll probably end up just challenging the mundane again. But only if my gear is good enough, which it is not good enough yet. So never mind. I got only one of these. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta get all this stuff again. Carefully escape dungeon. Very, very useful scroll. I remember that actually. I forgot about that, but I remember it now. Remembering it now. It's very strong. Yeah, these are all very strong right here. You can combat blink away, and then use carefully escape dungeon, and that's pretty much guaranteed escape if you don't get one shot, right? So, it's gonna be pretty important to have these combos ready. Cold resist, yeah. 10% block is actually pretty good. Those, I think you can stack them up pretty high. Get some pretty good effects going. Oh, I need to give the artifacts on it. Relics. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can use some more of these real quick. Probably maximum stamina and area damage. Boom is gonna matter, so I'm not gonna neglect it, but we're gonna go for 20 on that right now. It's the most important stat by far to the overworld, and yeah, I'll probably end up just nah. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna challenge it. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it right now too. Fuck it. I don't even care. It wasn't that hard. I just kind of got fucked because I overestimated myself. Was that 2 champions in a row? 3 champions? Wow. It's looking out for us. It's the scroll of hot. What is that? Was that the haste effect? Finally? This dude gives only 2 experience. It's a little annoying. Just a little bit of strain here. I don't want to get hit by that dude. I feel like that dude, oh my god, would probably be crazy poison damage. This area is dangerous. Too. Wow. Let's go ahead and gonna use a lot of stamina here. To them. I didn't think I was gonna make it through that, but I did. I was gonna struggle a lot more. Door? It's a secret. Kind of slow level ups because these are all pretty low level creatures. But it is what it is, right? Take what we can get. I probably want to go for treasure hunter. Dungeonmans, treasure hunter. I think I want to go for Iron Defiance. ASAP. Looks like the room's probably over there to the right or something. No, maybe I go south. It's like a whole portion of the dungeon that's not explored. I can see it, like there's a room over there. Is that a champion potion? Hope it was. There was one more room over here. I don't know how to get to it. There it is. What is that? Dram of fresh water. That's a cave quad reference. Okay. Tinstill Curus. There we go. That's what I need. I'm gonna go up actually, so I can try to put that on. Let's hit C. Does it explain what vitamin D does? Here we go. Perfect. We lose a lot of dodge, but our armor's gonna go up pretty fucking high. Yeah, that's really nice. It's pretty massive. Okay, cool. Do we have any rings yet? No fucking rings. So doing fast amount of items. Mysterious artifact from history. Let's head down. I should be pretty tanky now against everything. I can just melee and shit. It's not even gonna be a problem. Things will be pretty chill here. So, let's do the down. Oh yeah, it was top left. Ish. Alright, it's gonna get a little bit challenging here, probably. Very far left. Liquid bandage. Wow. Unfortunately, my defenses are so high right now that we're not really taking a lot of damage, but situations are pretty tricky. Those bees get 14 experience, so pretty good. Wow. Okay. Still going. Leaking scroll. Probably just killing himself. Combat blinking? No, it's a different one. Heat curse. I don't think the rabbit probably is too bad because I have a lot of armor, but definitely want to avoid fights that we don't need to take in melee anyway. Okay, I'm kind of scared to have to deal with another one of these. Oh my god, this foe may be beyond you. I don't want to die to another one of these dudes.